check, are we live? Mic check, are we live? Yes, we're live. So, Poison Min. Poison Min. Does anything Poison Min? So, there's a really interesting third party Venom figure based on the movie. It's Eddie Brock. Yeah. And he's called Poison Min. He's Bisaya, man. That's what he is. Poison Min. So okay, I have quite an experience here. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Toys Rams. He really helped me out through this entire ordeal where the customs opened my box and charged me way more in taxes than they're supposed to charge. So, despite being a very inexpensive product, this actually ended up more expensive than it should have been because of the taxes. Plus, it comes with this really big statue. Okay, so there's a statue figure and then there's an Eddie Brock figure. So the reason why I got this is because I missed out on the first release. And the first release is so super expensive right now on eBay. It's like $500 to $400 or something. Totally not worth it. So I got this one. I was so happy when they re-released it. And yeah, customs did mess with it. I checked it. I haven't really fully checked it. So let's unbox. Let's check out the statue, okay? So you can't see anything, man. Okay, so it comes with this typical statue packaging, which is a lot of foam. It's because the symbiote is, yeah, it's a statue. Okay, so I opened this shortly last night, and from what I discovered, I don't think that there's any break. So let's take out its accessories. It's composed of 3 parts. This Venom face, which I think is really cool. It's really near to the Hot Toys Venom. Later I'll get the Hot Toys Venom to compare with this Symbiote third party. For a third party and for what it costs, minus the shipping, because the shipping is gonna be expensive for this, it's actually very pretty much worth it. It's beautifully made. Okay, let's take out the Symbiote. Symbiote. How do they pronounce that the right way? Poison Min. Okay, don't break, okay? I'm gonna step away from the mic so I'd be more careful. I don't wanna break this figure, man. Okay. Okay, he's out. Woohoo! Okay, there. Initial check. You know what, Toys Rams? Amazing job, Toys Rams. You see, if you buy things like this, figures like this, it almost always breaks. So if it doesn't break, then the shipper knows what he's doing. Ed from Toys Rams knows what he's doing. I really like the paint job. The paint job's awesome, man. Look, it looks wet and symbiote. Symbiote, is that even a word? Okay, my camera's hanging. It even matches the color. You know what? Let me turn on the lights. There you go. Look, it glistens, right? So let's put it on together. This part is, of course, tough. Resin. I think it's resin. Don't know the material. This one has plastic textures to it. And as I promised, I'm gonna compare the Venom face to this one. The Venom head is magnetic, so it's easy to take it off. Let me take it off again. Okay, so the Venom has more details in the eyes, but look at the way they did the teeth, man. Come on, you should be impressed by that, right? This is third party, and for the price it costs, this is like top tier job. The eyes though, check out the eyes, how Hot Toys did the eyes. Now that's high quality paint. That skill compared to this one. This one's a lot more simple, more flat white with no layers. Hot Toys really went crazy with the layers, giving it that full smoky effect. So that's the kind of stuff you pay for Hot Toys. Because Hot Toys, they know it has like great. Come on, camera, cooperate. Look at the detail, man. Look at the detail of the eyes, the smoky eyes. Compared it to the third party, which doesn't have much detail. So that's what differentiates like high quality work from third party. Although, again, okay, so there's sort of a texture disconnect with this one because this one is rubber and this one's resin. So this one glistens more, while this one is a bit more matte. So I think you just to avoid touching it a lot so that the paint would still be shiny, or maybe, I don't know, put something in there. Put something there to make it shiny, but I'm not gonna mod my stuff, man. I'm happy with what they are. Check out the statue. Okay, let's put the Venom creepy fingers. This is not a bad outing at all. Like this, there's not much fanfare. I'm discussing this figure, but man, this is probably the best third party I received. I mean, because you know I'm a huge Venom fan, super Venom fan, and I just love how they did this, man. It makes me want to invest on a better camera because this one, it doesn't really justify the sheen and the detail of this statue symbiote. And this is the second version. The first one sort of has this many heads here, which I think is also really cool. It's like the Madness Venom. So that's really cool. It's just too bad I miss out on it, and it's a very rare figure. Very ultra rare figure. So we're done admiring this statue. Man, this is so awesome. Like, I'm going to be honest, this is like the entire reason why I got the figure. I couldn't care less for the Eddie Brock. This one. Okay, so as you can see, it's a third-party figure. So they really saved on the packaging. No pictures, no cover art, no anything. It's just the figure by itself, man. This is like saving money as saving money can be. There's no pictures, and the spelling is even done by some intern with the most generic font. But I still have to thank them for at least making it, you know. You know, if I had a choice, I would not go third party, but this licensing and stuff like that, and looking for a market and marketing, they just make a lot of figures not possible. So I'm very thankful there are third party figures who are punk rock in their way and just releasing these bootleg stuff. Oh, okay, it has a wow, it has a box, man. So this one is cool because it has a shipper box, and it has actually a box with box art. So okay, have you noticed that? That box says Poison Man, this one Poison Mia. Who is Poison Mia? Wait a minute. It comes with a shipper box, so I mean, spend on the box, save on the intern who can speak English, because I'm sure this was made in China by a Chinese company. Well, it even has this really shiny thing. It's like a book, man. It's like a Starbucks planner. It's like a really big encyclopedia. So Poison Mia, I'm really surprised. So this is the Venom eyes, and man, this is Poison Mia, still wrong, dude. I wonder what it went like in the office where the guy was like, "You should have changed it to N." It's like, N? Which one? Which part? Or poison me. Yeah, maybe that's how. God, okay, maybe that was borderline racist. I'm sorry, but I just can't help but imagine what it went like in their office. Oh, poison this. Okay, that's Japanese. Got it. No, I'm Chinese. I'm not supposed to confuse them. Anyway, this is cool. I like the box, the feel of the box. It really feels like sort of an encyclopedia. Yeah, so how do you open this? Poison Mia. Oh, okay, so it's a flip cover. Man, I wish I took a photo of this instead of the one that I use. Still, you know, FU Customs for opening up my stuff. You shouldn't be doing it. But okay, here's a tip. If you're in the Philippines and you want customs not to mess with you, do not order packages where a lot of them would come out. Come on, it's dark. Okay, there. I mean, do not order packages at once because big boxes trigger the customs bot. There are humans working there, but they act like robots. So they get triggered if something's big, like a balikbayan box. Okay, so I don't know if this is bendable. This has to be bendable, right? It's a Venom Symbiote after all. Yeah, it's some weird wire that's scary to bend, this one. Yeah, this is like the symbiote ghost, the symbiote conscience. So this is Eddie Brock, okay? Let's look at Eddie Brock. Whoa, it's heavy. It's heavier than expected. This is rather unexpected. I mean, he's heavier, man. The body's hefty. Okay, no ratchet joints, but it feels really, the joints are really good. Really solid joints. Okay, unmask him. Third party, so do not expect anything. Is that him? I'm gonna ask you, is that him? Does it look like Tom Hardy to you? Sorry, man, this is just not Eddie Brock. I mean, I don't know if he looks like Tom Hardy or anything, but this is just not Eddie Brock. This is like some random guy. This is like a Flash Thompson extra. Especially with the varsity jacket. This is like a Flash Thompson extra. But the body though, don't get me wrong, the body is actually very good. It's a lot better than at King of Fighters Kyo, World Box King of Fighters. So there's another hand, okay. And yeah, my favorite stands with generic stands, which I think these are cool. I have no problems with this, man. I have no problems with unlabeled generic stands. So what's this? This is, I think, the second head sculpt. Oh, scary. Okay, I'm gonna use this just because he doesn't look like anyone. He looks like something from the Evil Dead. The eyes aren't even. Yeah, they're supposed to be like that, I guess. It's still low quality though. It's just like some guy with a Sharpie drawing something on his face and wearing prosthetic teeth. But would I have this generic faced guy who's supposed to look like Tom Hardy, or this cosplayer? I'd rather have the cosplayer, man. At least the cosplayer's attempting to do something, right? This is gonna look scary. Okay, so I can replace this with the Venom hands. Okay, so you know what? Let's take out this accessory. Yeah, I was right. The instructions are here. You can bend the symbiote. Yeah, you can hook him in his back. So it's like wires. So really feels clumsy, man. And do I want this? God, feels. You know what? This is so scary to bend. It feels like it's gonna break. It's like low quality wires or something. So how do you hook this up, man? Okay, so clamp the doll on his shoulders. That's what it's saying. Yeah, so you can bend it like this, but it's not a very comfortable experience. Like bending this. I mean, it makes this weird creaking sounds. Oh, see, God, it felt like this almost cracked when I bent it. Yeah, this is like so stiff, like old wires or something. So the paint on the symbiote face, well, the smoky eyes are done a lot better here than the statue. Yeah, it has more smoky quality to it. uh, but the paint is sort of more matte. Okay, so on camera, the good news is that it doesn't. I think it came off. See, a part of it came off. See that's paint, man. So don't expect anything of this. This is not gonna last at all. This is gonna fall off or something. So you just might be evil, should be satisfied with Evil Dead Man or something. God. Okay, so I like the jacket though. It's well made. I mean, the shirt and all, the jeans. They're unweathered. They're clean, and the shoes. Forgot the brand. I think are these Nikes or something? Running shoes. But this is just not my Eddie Brock, man. Truth be told, in the movie, still hard for me to take that this is my Eddie Brock. Yeah, so I can handle like Josh Brolin Cable. Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. I'm still sort of trying to get into peace with it, to come into peace with it in my mind, in my head canon. Okay, so how do I hook him up? Like grip him on his shoulder like that, like sort of a harness, like this. Yeah, sort of like this. And then I'm just gonna expect it to. This is so scary, man. I mean, it creaks, it makes weird sounds. It feels like it's gonna break. Whoa, oh man. Although when it works, right? Like this is enough. Yeah, symbiote and host. Generic symbiote and host. So if I can just put this harness, yeah, it sort of works. It sort of works if you like this. This bend though, this one here, scary, man. The paint's coming off. You see it's breaking already. It already broke. The plastic broke already. Let me use the good cam. Yeah, the plastic here broke already. Oh man, you can see it because of the reflection. But there's like a small hole in here already. Like the plastic cracked and gave way already. So imagine it's gonna be in this position for years. I think it's just gonna pop off right here. Yeah. See, this is some sort of a weird plastic that they just coated it with. So depends on how much. Oh, it can open its mouth. Its jaw can articulate. Check it out. There's no tongue though. There's no tongue. But his jaw can articulate. So it depends on how you love this. I'd suggest that you keep it if you want to resell it in the future. I guess you just don't put it in this position. As for me though, I kind of don't care that much. If I'm ever gonna resell it, I'm just gonna say that this one's broken, or I'm not just flat out not gonna include it. So this one is sort of weird, this hand. I mean, he should have like some sort of a symbiote transforming hand, right, for it to make sense. Because if I'm just gonna put him here, okay, it even only belongs to his left hand. If I'm gonna put it here, okay, at least the wrist pegs and the way you connect them aren't as bad as So-So Toys, because So-So Toys is like the worst. Yeah, so like this, I guess. Yeah, and this is pleather. This is some sort of a vinyl material. Yeah, so there's no pleather though. I mean, I'm not sure if this is pleather here because it's weird. So this could last. I mean, at least this one, but I'm sure this figure here, this band here, this thing is not gonna last. This accessory, the symbiote accessory. So as for it has a ton of hands though, man. I'm gonna take out all the hands. The hands they actually have decent detail when you look at it. It's like better than some third party, like that Toys era stuff that I got. He has a lot of hands. I mean, way lot of hands for what it is. Like, I wish Doc Brown had this amount of hands, like from Back to the Future. Okay, one is stuck because they're closed fists. Yeah, let's ignore that for a while. Okay, let's zoom in a bit. So it has at least some detail to it, like some veins and stuff. So it doesn't look as bad. Like, this one has like discoloration in the knuckles and the joints, which is sort of realistic to what our hands might look like. So it's really cool that they use this detail, and even has like gun firing hands, and he has no guns. So I guess Ad Toys made this with modding in mind. Like, they're expecting you to mix and match it with other accessories. And this one is like some grabbing thing, like, holding I don't know, a grenade or something. Yeah, so he has a bunch of hands, which are really cool. I mean, this could be weapon holding hands too. This one, the one that's default here. Yeah, he could hold, like, I don't know, a sword in case he gets mixed up in a medieval fantasy. So this figure, for what it costs, other than the big ass shipping that you're gonna spend and the terrible head sculpt, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not Tom Hardy, and Tom Hardy is just not, my Eddie Brock. It even has an extra wrist peg for the symbiote hand, but doesn't have it for the normal array of hands. So I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to use it with the symbiote statue. Oh man, this is so hard to that's why I hate these kinds of packaging. Okay, closed fists here. Yeah, got one. So hard to remove. That's why you kind of like the Hot Toys one rather than these generic boxes. Okay, there. So is there anything else? Okay, it's just one tray, which is like the staple for most third-party stuff. But again, kudos to the box. Other than the wrong spelling, it's actually really cool. So let's stand case. Okay, that's nothing. I thought it was something. So let's stand our Eddie Brock up. Let's see if he can stand even with the heavy. This is sort of heavy, the symbiote accessory, because it's like metal. The joints though are impressive on this body. Didn't expect it, but it's amazing. It's even better than those older Hot Toys bodies, man. Super way better than the World Box Kyo. I don't even want to take off the jacket. So yeah, this is very cool, really worth it. And I know for sure, depending on the Venom has always been popular, and this is just gonna rise up in value to crazy amounts, because there was a Venom outing from Bullet Head, and that one had garbage joints, man. This one is not garbage at all. This is pretty high quality for what it is. And it's so awesome, really. This figure is gonna be worth something someday. It's gonna be so rare, because I can only imagine the production of this. And I can also imagine that this is a very inconsistent kind of production. Like, some production will have errors, like especially the earlier batches. It's gonna have mistakes and printing errors. While the one that I got, aside from not being broken, the symbiote has no breaks at all. Yeah, no breaks. I haven't really thoroughly checked it, but from what I can tell, no breaks at all. Okay, you can articulate this. This one you can articulate the accessory symbiote a bit. It's really good, man. It's so worth it. It's amazing. It's impressive. Like 2 thumbs up for this release. Way better than those Black Order stuff, man. I'm really happy with this, despite this looking like a Evil Dead cosplayer. I'm really happy with it. So yeah, thank you for joining me. This is probably one of the figures I purchased that made me so happy, because you just don't understand how much of a Venom fan I am. And I'm gonna go even right out and say that I love this better than the Venomized Iron Man and the Venomized Groot. Those figures are higher quality, but man, this just has so much character, especially this Symbiote statue. You can use this with a black Spider-Man or something. There's just so many possibilities for this statue, and it looks very good. So yeah, thank you for joining me. I'm just above myself with how happy I am with this purchase. Toys Rams, he's a seller based on Malaysia. He's really cool. If I won't forget, I'll try to add his webpage in this video, because he took care of the shipping for this. And as you see, ultra fragile figures like this, you need like the best shipper ever. The price doesn't even matter, man. So what if you're gonna take like $60 off this, but it's gonna come with a break? Not worth it, man. If you're gonna super glue it something, you wanna pay extra if possible, just to deal with someone who can do their stuff right with things like this. So having said that, thank you for joining me. Have a nice day. Eder.